Hey, everybody. How are you? Don't worry about people who cannot join us right now. It's okay, they will watch it later. Thank you for being here. Thank you guys for being here. Hey, what's up? Don't worry about others, they will catch up later. Actually, I want to thank you guys because people are really following up. I see my social media, people are watching my videos. So I'm gonna post this later for people to watch. So today we are talking about betrayal. I talking about this has really helped me a lot, and I know that this is helping other people out there right now that are going through the same thing, you know? If we don't talk about this stuff, how can we have a better Nigeria? How can we have a better Nigeria if we don't talk about this stuff? Huh? If we don't talk about our experience with these fake pastors, how are we going to have a better Nigeria? So this is one of my questions, you know. I want to thank you guys for being here. Like I said, do not worry about who is not here because I see that people are watching my videos. When I post it later, people are going to also watch it. So don't worry about who is not here right now. Let's just continue. Talking about my experience has been helping me heal a lot. So that's why I've been talking about it, and I know it's helping other people out there. During this period when this whole thing happened, Apostle Johnson Suleiman sent the police to arrest me and collect my cell phone. He personally instructed them to collect my phone because when they came to me, they were like, where is this your, like they asked for that phone. They literally asked for that phone. So he asked them to collect my phone. So my evidence, everything that I had on the cell phone, the police collected it according to Apostle Johnson Suleiman's order. So that's why I don't have a lot of evidence right now, but I still have my voice. I have my voice, so I'm gonna use it. You guys don't worry. People are gonna watch this later, so don't worry about who is not here. Let's just try to have a better Nigeria. Like, if you have any experience, it's better to talk about it. And because this is the life we live, we'll learn from our experiences, and we want a better Nigeria. So this is why it's good to always talk about your experience, especially with the leaders of Nigeria. Pastorship is one of the leading ships in the country. They have the most captains of Nigeria. Like, we are a faith-based country, so it's all churches everywhere. It's all churches everywhere, and that is why we have our voice to talk about our experience. During that time, the police came to me like I did like a drug, like I was a drug dealer. First of all, he he went into my bank with no reason. He froze my account. Like, there's no proof of anything. He just, because he knew my account, he just went there and froze my account. I went to the bank to check out why he froze my account. Excuse me. Boom, police everywhere. They collected my phone where I had evidence, because he has been texting me. Like, we had a communication on there. I had more evidence about me and him. They collected my cell phone. And during that period, before everything escalated, I told my own father, who lives in Nigeria. I told him everything. But when it was asked, that is what Suleiman does to people. Like, it makes you betray yourself. My friends betrayed me. If you check my page, you see what I'm talking about. My friends betrayed me, and you know I don't blame them, because that's what Apostle Johnson Suleiman does to people. It makes you betray yourself. My friends betrayed me. Like, when my dad said he hasn't seen me, that just caught me off. Like, that just caught me off guard. Like, I had to, that was part of why I went to the church, because a man I looked up to at that time, a man I was looking up to, you know he had he didn't want to be like upright and speak the truth. But this is life. I'm here to share my story. I don't want you to come for my dad. Don't talk about my dad negatively. I love him. He's my father. But this is my story. I must speak my truth. I must say the truth, and I must use my voice and speak the truth. People go through a lot of things in this life, and we must share, so we don't die in depression, so depression doesn't kill us. So, but talking about this has been helping me heal, has been helping me move on, So this is why I want to talk about this. And also, my friends also, they were supporting me, but as soon as Apostle Johnson Suleiman got to them and paid them, they actually betrayed me. That was really hard, that was hard. Especially with my friend. I told her what I was going through when Apostle Johnson Suleiman poisoned me. Thank God that didn't kill me, because who God did not say, like, if your time has not come to die, nothing can take you out of this world. Nothing. No poison, no man, no woman, nothing can take you out of this world. Not even when I went to the doctor last year, 2019 December, which is which entered last year, January, to get my own personal thing done. The doctor locked me up, Dr. Malu in Abuja. He locked me up and they were going to inject me. I started screaming out of my own lungs, like I was screaming. Then one of the nurses that was going to inject me said, "Oh, people have heard us scream. We cannot do it tonight." Like, what is the meaning of that? If you are not trying to kill me, why say those words? Because I know they're going to try to say something else. They are going to turn this upside down when this actually, when this escalated, they're going to say something else, obviously. So they use words like, "We cannot do it tonight. We cannot inject her tonight. People already heard her scream." Because I had to start screaming out of my lungs. I was screaming. And so they couldn't, as soon as they didn't inject me that night, I came live on Instagram and made a video, and I said everything that was happening at the hospital in Abuja at Wuse. But they made me delete it because people started calling them and saying what's happening. They made me delete that video. I had to delete the video. They said they were going to collect my cell phone from me if I don't delete the video. So I had to delete the video. And the next day, they called, they were trying to pile up case against me, like, "Oh, I'm not taking my pills. This and that is happening." They were trying to pile up case, so in case they succeedingly kill themselves, not me, in case they succeedingly with the killing, they would say, "Oh, I didn't take my pills." So they were piling up case against me. I heard the doctor telling the nurse, like, "Oh, write down she's not taking her pills. Write down she refused this. Write down she refused." And all those was not happening. I was just watching them like a movie. I'm like, what is happening? Like, why are you building a case against me for no reason? I was all scared and everything. They even called a psychiatrist. So he came, and the psychiatrist, they were speaking their language. I didn't understand what they were saying. So the psychiatrist asked me, "Oh, Stephanie, why?" Because I was crying. The next day I kept crying and crying nonstop. So the next day, the psychiatrist asked me, "Why are you crying?" And I said, "I'm crying because they are giving me pills," because it started at then giving me pills that whenever I take the pills, I feel like I'm going to die. So I started telling them that these pills is not good for me. It makes me feel like I'm dying. There are a lot of different kinds of painkillers in the world. There is Panadol, there is paracetamol. I'm just talking about Nigeria. Here in Canada, there's Tanalol, there's Advil. There are different kinds of painkiller in the world. If one is not working, another one will work. So I started telling this man that this painkiller you're giving me makes me feel like I'm dying. He said, no, this is the only one. I have mouth to talk because he has not injected me. Because he has not injected me, I'm talking. He talks to me like I'm some kind of doll that does not understand what's happening. I'm like, why are you talking to me like this? That was why I started crying. I'm like, what did I do to you? I called people to come get me. Whoever gets there, they send them away that, "Oh, she has gone crazy." This was last year, January. Dr. Malu that did this. So I said, okay. I started crying and I was begging this doctor. I said, "This must be from Apostle Johnson Suleiman. Please don't kill me or don't hurt me because of this man. I didn't do this pastor anything." But he was all fixed on injecting me. In fact, they said I've died 3 times and I woke up. One of the nurse was saying, "I don't know if she's an angel," but she didn't know I was listening to her. She was on the phone, but I was awake. She thought I was sleeping before. So I woke up. She didn't know I was awake. So she was talking on the phone. She said she has died 3 times and woke up. I don't know if she's an angel. That's why I said, if it's not your turn to die, nobody can remove you from this world. We are all spiritual beings. We are all human, like strong. We are all strong human beings. You just have to connect with yourself. You have to connect with yourself. And, you know, if there is something inside of you that is for God, if they killed you, you will die to that thing, and that thing will resurrect you up. It's like when you have like a godly foundation. Yeah, when you have a godly foundation, if anything happens to you, you will die back to your foundation. Before you actually leave the world, you will go back to your foundation. And if you're godly, your foundation will revive you back to life. That's how it works. And I learned this that day because the nurse was saying, then from the next day, I'll go back to psychiatrist. So they called the psychiatrist and they said, oh, they said the psychiatrist to talk to me. And he's like, why are you crying? Because I would not stop crying because of the way they would try to inject me the previous night. And anybody I called to come help me, the person gets there and they send them away. They have police there. They send them away. They said she has gone crazy. So I'm like, okay. So I called. So I kept crying, and the psychiatrist said, okay, why are you crying? I said, because he's giving me pills that makes me feel like I want to die, and they're piling up cases against me. So he said, so they spoke back and forth with their language. I didn't understand Hausa or whatever they are. Then the psychiatrist told me, so if they change your pills, don't give you that same pill, will you stop crying? I said yes. So, and I told him, he told the Dr. Malu in my presence, he said, change her pills. Don't give her that same pills anymore. Don't give her that same pills anymore. Then he says, okay, that was it. And the psychiatrist left. The next day, please guys, if you want to invite people, I'm trying to call on the Nigerian Bar Association. Nigerian Bar Association. I'm trying to call on the Nigerian Bar Association and the Women Rights Organization. So if you guys want to tag people, if you have their handle, the Women Rights Organization and the Nigerian Bar Association. We are supposed to have an organization for justice in Nigeria. Even if it's not working before, I think it's time for a change. We are looking for a better country. I am not saying all this because I like to drag a pastor around. I'm saying all this because I'm trying to save lives. I'm trying to save other people from falling victim because of how Apostle Johnson Suleiman has been trying to kill me. So I'm trying to save lives. I'm not trying to, because I don't enjoy dragging anybody. We are supposed to have a better country. I am Nigerian. So I fight for my country and I fight for my rights. And I fight for women as well. Anybody that is abusing women, I fight for every woman that is suffering abuse right now. So please, the Human Rights Organization and the Nigerian Bar Associations, these are the associations and the platforms that are supposed to be helping women and abusive stuff. They are supposed to get involved and help people. So I have been saying all this, we need support from all these people. So even if they have not been doing anything before, it is time for a change, The next day, I called someone whom I would not want to get involved in all this unless the court wants to know. Then I'll say his name. I called someone. They brought the police to come because he came by himself. someone that is like bigger too. He came by himself. They told him I've gone crazy. Then he said, she's talking to me on the phone. She said her life is in danger. How has she gone crazy? Like, how is someone that is sounding right on the phone knows that her life is in danger? How has she gone crazy? She said, how has she gone crazy? She's talking on the phone with me. She told me her life is in danger. That was where he called me back and said, yes, your life is actually in danger. I'm going to get the cops. No cops in Wusetu was able to come to that place. Whenever they said, this is where you're going, they said they are not coming because the man pays them well. Dr. Malu pays them well. So he had to go to another part of Abuja. He had to go to another part of Abuja to go get the police. I paid Dr. Malu very good. Stuff he charged people 2.5. I gave all my money, 4 million naira. I gave all my money just to make sure that he helps me secure me physically, that he does not betray me. But he went ahead and betrayed me. So this is why we must speak our truth. We must speak our truth. We must always share our experience because we want a better society. We want a secured society. We want a society who's there for the people. So please tag the Nigerian Bar Association and the Women Rights Organization. Please tag them. Please tag them. Because this is about Nigeria. I believe that if I get justice, this is a justice for every Nigerians, because we keep believing in these pastors. I'm not even gonna lie, like, because I've been dreaming about Suleiman trying to hurt me all these years. All these years, you guys haven't heard from me. The past 5 years, I've been dreaming about Apostle Johnson Suleiman trying to hurt me. So I told one of my uncle, I said, this is what I've been dreaming. I said, I've been dreaming about this man nonstop. So that was when he said, oh, when you come to Nigeria, we can go do some spiritual stuff so you can get off your back. I mean, you all understand, and because it's all celestial kind of thing. It's not really like juju, you know, it's some spiritual church. So I said, okay. I came to Nigeria. He took me to Owo. You would not believe that my uncle betrayed me as well. Today we're talking about betrayal. So I'm pointing out all the betraying stuff I've been through from my family, from my friends, then from people that I don't know, people that has nothing to do with me. Dr. Malu had nothing to do with me. I had no problems with him. But at the end of the day, he tried to kill me. All on Apostle Johnson Suleiman's order. So if you think that, oh, me going through spiritual problems, fighting for my life every day and night, dreaming all this stuff is not enough, he has come after me physically. So even if I don't say anything, this man is coming after me physically. Apostle Johnson Suleiman is coming after me physically. He has been like, first and foremost, my dad betrayed me, and it's okay. I understand he lives in Nigeria. He has to protect his life and everything. I understand that. Then secondly, my friends, he paid my friends. Apostle Johnson Suleiman paid my friends. This is what is wrong with Nigeria. This is what is wrong with Nigeria. Like, how are we allowing someone that called themselves a man of God? First of all, he froze my account. Why? What reasons? Did you guys see any reason whatsoever for freezing my account out there? Did you guys see any reason for freezing my account? He froze my account. He threatens, like, he's been threatening me, and my, like, he does everything. Back then he was threatening my, like, that he cannot touch my family right now because he's not God. I'm not scared of him. He's not God. I am not scared of him. I do not worship man. So he froze my account for no reason. No, my account is not frozen right now, but that was how he arrested me. He froze my account. So I went to the bank to figure out why he froze my account, why my account was not working. The next thing I saw was police everywhere, and they collected my cell phone where I have other proofs about me and him, because he knows that there are proofs. He knows that there are proofs on the phone. So he personally asked the police to collect my phone from me. So they did. They collected my phones from me, and that was how he locked me up without bail. Like, who does that? First of all, the betrayer comes from the Suleiman himself. First of all, he lured me into a relation. If a normal guy says, I'm married, but me and my wife are not together, I would know he's lying. But if an apostle says, I'm married, but me and my wife are not together, first of all, we all believe is that, like, we try to believe he's a pastor. At first, I believed him. So if an apostle says he's not with his wife anymore, after a while I saw that there was no marriage coming up. So I started trying to break up with him. He invited me to Nigeria, then he gave me something to drink. And I was passing out blood. Like, isn't this like a lot of betrayal coming from someone that calls themselves a man of God? So, all these years I've been trying so hard. All these years I've been trying so hard not to keep up with my own faith. I've been trying so hard to keep up with my own faith, because if he's a man of God, he's trying to demolish other people's faith in God. First of all, a person that says that they love you and they use the police on you, that's a big time betrayer. That's a big time betrayer. If I wanted to marry at the age of 16, like, what's the big deal? Isn't this life? Everybody's life is different. If you're not trying, like, this is not your life, If I wanted to marry at age 16, so I contacted this man for advice, counseling. I texted him for counseling, and my friend that gave me his number, today she's dead. She died 2020. My friend that gave me his number died 2020. So this is what is wrong with Nigeria. Like, I can see you, Domeliski. I'm not here to answer you bingos, because you don't have brain. I'm trying to help other people not to fall. It seems like some people are already dead already, you know. Some people are just dead already, and you're not going to take other people's down with you. You are not going to take on. Nobody knows what killed this girl that gave me his number, and I personally know that it's Suleiman's. This problem, that this issue that killed that girl, this issue, because she's the one that gave me his number, this issue that killed that girl. And I'm sure that they give each other, they swing. I don't know if you guys know what swinging is. They swing each other. Because after she gave me his number, when I met Suleiman in person, I was telling Suleiman, oh, my friend gave me your number, and he said, I better mind her. I gave her one of my boy to marry, and I sponsored the marriage. So I'm sure they are both giving each other whatever. Yes, I'm not here to answer these frustrated dead people. I'm trying to save people's life here. I'm trying to save people's life here. There are people who are out there, and they believe this Apostle Johnson Suleiman, he is not a pastor. First of all, a pastor will not use police to arrest you. A pastor will not freeze your account for no reason, arrest you, and refusing bail. After 3 days, everybody was coming to bail us, and they were refusing bail. That was why the matter was published. People are coming after me. Why did I do this and that? He was the one that arrested me and refused bail. And we call this a pastor. So I'm trying to save lives here. I'm trying to help other people not to fall in the same thing that I've been through. This man arrested me, refused me bail. Like, that is the most wicked thing I will ever hear in my life. Or someone that called themselves a man of God, to arrest you and refuse. Okay, you've arrested me, you've proved your points for no reason. For no reason, you arrested me. Then the next thing, before the arrest, when he saw that whatever he gave me to drink in that hotel, I didn't die out of it. That was why he arrested me. He tried that poison. That didn't work. So this man told me that he told me all the things he did, what he does to me in bed. Like, I cannot even say those things. After all this man used the police on me. He poisoned me. Apostle Johnson Suleiman poisoned me. Apostle Johnson Suleiman poisoned me. This is like the biggest betrayal ever. He poisoned me. Then after that, so I was talking about my uncle. I was so frustrated, and I said, okay, my uncle said he was going to take me to a spiritual church and all that. And I said, okay. I was so desperate of anything because I really wanted to get out of the situation. I was tired of dreaming about him trying to hurt me every time. So I wanted to get out of the situation. And my uncle said he was going to take me to a spiritual church. This is another betrayal I want to talk about. My uncle took me to this place that he said, oh, this is a river. But it wasn't a river. It's like a little, like, dirty place like that. So I was trying to tell him this place is too dirty. And he said, oh, you must not doubt. If you doubt, the thing is not going to work. I said, okay. So as soon as he turned his back, I pretended that I was having a shower. This place we went to is like inside bush, like We walked like over 10 minutes walking inside the bush. He said bike cannot come there. I said okay. As soon as we got there, him and the other pastor, whatever they are, they prayed on the water. The pastor left, and my uncle told me, if you see anybody coming, don't, just continue doing what you're doing. That didn't sound right. So I'm like, okay. I told him to stay there but turn his back. So he turned his back to me. So as soon as he turned his back, I pretended I was having my shower because the place was too dirty. Immediately, I saw a bike. This is the place that he told me a bike does not come in. But the bike was like already there waiting for us, because if the bike was coming from afar, I would have known and put on my clothes before it got there. I would have heard the bike coming, but the bike was already there. So I saw people on the bike. One was riding the bike and another person with a camera, like not a cell phone, an actual camera, taking me a picture. So you see, they have been trying to say she has gone crazy. She has gone crazy. I sound pretty normal, you know. I think I sound pretty normal. And I know I'm more normal than him and his wife and everyone in their household. So this is another betrayal I went through. And they were snapping me pictures. Like, if you think about it, a water that is not a river, like a dirty water, and me naked there, that looks like a setup for madness. No, they are trying to say that I've gone crazy. They are trying to say I've gone crazy. This is what they've been trying to do. Even the doctor tried to do the same thing. Started telling everybody I've gone crazy. So there's something there. But I know that is him, Apostle Joseph Suleiman. You are the one that is going to go crazy. Anything you plan, you will use your head to carry it, you know. Anything you plan against me, Suleiman, you will use your head to carry it in the name of Jesus. You are not my creator. So these are the betrayers. These are the betrayals I've gone through, and this was my uncle that I trusted with my life. You know, I've been unable to speak to him since then. Like, we want a better Nigeria. We don't want anybody. There you go. They wanted to say I've gone crazy. I know. We don't want anybody to fall victim. We don't want anybody to fall victim for this. And I know that Suleiman has taken a lot of people's head. And those are the people fighting for him, because they know that if he goes down, they are going down too. I can see some over here trying to support him. I can see some people over here trying to support him. Most of them, he has taken your head and your soul. So if he goes down, you are going down too. So that's why you're fighting. But I am fighting for a better cause. I want a better country. I want a country without all this fake at least he's going down. A better country, a better, a better system where we can get justice. That's why I'm begging you people, I'm calling on the Nigerian Bar Association. I'm calling on the Nigerian Bar Association to please listen to my story and see how we can have a better Nigeria, so that other younger girls will not fall for this and get themselves killed by someone called a man of God who is not. I'm also calling on the women rights organization in Nigeria. I'm calling on the women rights organization to please listen to her. There are other girls who are coming out as well and saying the same thing about this pastor. Why this same pastor? Why he's not a pastor? Why this same person? And he likes to say people have gone crazy a lot. He likes to say that. He likes to say people have gone crazy. We did not settle. He used power on me to get me to his church. After fighting this man for over a year, going to court, flying up and back and forth for 1 year. In a year, I flew 16 times. My friends were calling immigration on me that I was lying against the pastor, you know. So this man is a killer. This man is a killer. Dr. Malu almost took my life because of him. Dr. Malu almost took my life because of him. I had to call. It was, thank God, I called on someone who he cannot intimidate. That was the person that went to bring police. After the person got there and see that, that they were actually trying to hurt me, he had to go get the police. So one thing I want you guys to know is that if you speak the truth, you'll die someday. If you don't speak the truth, you will still die someday. So it's better you speak the truth. You know how I've been able to deal with this. I had to accept the life that God has given me. This is the life God has given me. And I accept it. You know, I accept the life God has given me. But one thing I will not do is to keep quiet. I must speak the truth. I must speak the truth. I must speak the truth to help other people. So he used, first my dad said he has not seen me since I was little. If you guys check my page, I was with my dad 2015. Before this whole thing escalated, I told my dad everything. Because I was feeling, you know, somehow I had to tell my dad everything that's happening between me and Suleiman. I told my dad everything. So secondly, then my friends, it paid my friends to betray me. My friends were supporting me before. I remember her texting me that if I don't stop talking about the man, she will go and get against me. That she just called me and said, "Oh, you need to stop now." I said, "Why?" She said, "You just need to stop." She doesn't know I need to stop now. Let me just let it go. I said, "Why?" I said, "You know I'm speaking the truth." And she said she knows, but we just need to stop now. We need to stop. So he contacted her. So I told her, go ahead and do whatever you want to do. If you want to be the Judas in my life, go ahead and be the Judas in my life. I told her, if you want to, go ahead and be the Judas in my life. And she went ahead and she betrayed me. She made a video and betrayed me. And I am not blaming, apart from Dr. Malu, I am not blaming anybody that has betrayed me. I'm not blaming my dad. I'm not blaming my uncle. I'm not blaming my friends. But Dr. Malu, he's a doctor. He's a certified surgeon. Like, there are lives that people come and depend on you. You cannot just sit down and try to inject people and kill them because you are given that role for a reason, to change lives for the better, not to kill people. So I actually blame Dr. Malu for taking his side. I blame him for taking Suleiman's side. I blame Suleiman for making my dad lie that he has not seen me since I was little. If you check my page, you will see me and my dad over there. 2015, I was with my dad for over a month. And I don't blame him, because I know he must be trying to protect his life. He must be trying, because Nigeria is a very crazy place with no justice. We do not want more problems. We are trying to get a better way to have a better country. And what can he actually do? Suleiman is richer than him, right? What can my dad do? So then my uncle is probably taking his charms to him and made him betray me. Suleiman paid my friends and made them betray me. I don't blame them. That's how he entangled destinies. Suleiman entangles destinies. He ruins destiny. That's what he does. That's what Suleiman does. He ruins destinies. Suleiman ruins destinies. So that's why I'm going to keep calling on the Nigerian Bar Association and the Women Rights Organization. I'm going to keep calling on you guys to keep up with the stories that can change lives, not just for me, for the whole Nigeria, to change lives and to give us justice. Even if you guys have not done this before, we are all Nigerians and we are all fighting for a better Nigeria. We are all fighting for a better Nigeria. So I will keep calling on you guys, Nigerian Bar Association, Women Rights Organization. Please let us have a better Nigeria. This is a justice for everybody, not just for me, for women that have been through this. I know Suleiman has done this to a lot of people. I have a lot of, my inbox is filled with women that cannot speak for themselves, that are scared and cannot speak for themselves. So we're trying to help other women out here to have a better life, better Nigeria. So if you are not keeping up with what's going on is that we're trying to have a better Nigeria. We're trying to save other people from falling victim to this same thing. Apostle Johnson Suleiman is not a pastor, is not a man of God, not even a single man of God. He's not a man of God, not even he doesn't even know God at all. Someone that knows God will not poison me, will not use my father against me, will not use my uncle against me, will not use my friends against me, will not use doctor that I have nothing with against me. I know that there are people who still have heads in this life. There are Nigerians that have head, that wants better Nigeria, that wants people to live a better life. And learn God by yourself. You have to learn God by yourself, so you don't have to depend so much on these pastors. Apostle Suleiman is not a pastor, so we don't have to depend on him so much. He's not a man of God. The girl that introduced me to him, she's dead right now. This girl, she was healthy. She was married with a kid. She gave birth to a child. So I don't understand how she just died. She just died from nowhere. But I know God has been saving my life for a good reason, and I will use my voice because I know that I'm under God's protection. Suleiman cannot do me anything. So those of you that are supporting me, do not be scared because he's not God. The day we wake up and say he wants to hurt me, my God that is protecting me will not give him breath to breathe that day. It will not see breath to breathe that day. So this is why I know that he cannot do me anything. God is greater than him. So do not be scared because he is not God and he's not a pastor. He poisoned me. He used my friends against me, my family against me. He used a doctor. He used a doctor to try to inject me to death. Dr. Malu in Abuja, in Wuse too, Dr. Malu, or Wuse, whatever it is. So this is actually not a pastor. And how I've been able to come out of this, talking about it helps me, as well as when I'm in my personal and private time. What I do is I accept the life God has given me. This is the life God has given me. Even if it's scandalous, whatever you want to call it, I accept it because the life is way too big for just you and your idea to come and tell me how I should feel or what to do about my life. Like, the life is too big for you to come tell me about my life. Let's focus. You focus on your life and I will focus on my life. But I'm out here for people, other people, not to fall victim for Apostle Johnson Suleiman. Is not a pastor. He's not a pastor. I keep saying it. He's not a pastor. He's a chronic liar. This man can lie. This man can lie. He opened his mouth to tell me how much he loves sex. He liked to fuck anywhere. Like, this is not a pastor. And what he does to me in bed, like, this is not a pastor. When I saw that marriage wasn't coming forth, I tried to break up and leave immediately. I tried to break up with him and leave immediately. So, and that was when he started fighting with me. You know, he started fighting with me. He said I would not go anywhere. So before I started taking screenshots, I see people talking about the screenshots. I only started taking screenshots after he poisoned me. And he said that he heard me saying things about him to other people. I said this to a pastor in Warri called, what was the name of this church in Warri? Free Indeed. The name of the church is Free Indeed. I told the pastor about everything before he arrested me. This was 2015, I think, or 2016. I told the pastor everything. I said, look at what Suleiman is trying to do to me. I did not know the pastor was loyal to Suleiman. So he went to play. Yeah, John Mark. Pastor John Mark. He went to play. He recorded me and went to play the recording to Suleiman. So when I got back to Canada, Suleiman called me and said, I heard someone came and played your recording. You were just blabbing. You didn't know they were recording you. And they wanted to blackmail me with it. So I paid them to collect the recording for them. So I was even scared. I'm like, okay. But he heard that I told the pastor that he tried to poison me. I told the pastor that he tried to poison me. So he heard that. He did not address this issue with me. He just went straight to naked and showing me his body on FaceTime. He did not even tell me, oh, I heard you, why did you say this about me, why did you say that about me? Okay, if there was misunderstanding, if I was lying, you are supposed to correct this. He did not clear the air between that. He just started going nude with me on FaceTime. That was when I started screenshotting. Started screenshotting him after he had poisoned me. I didn't have you guys didn't see any screenshot from when we started dating. I even when we met in Europe, there was no, even before he poisoned me, I had nothing against him. I had nothing. I did not screenshot him. I had nothing against him. But I had to start screenshotting because after he poisoned me, I felt like I needed some proof to talk to other people. Like, okay, why is this man still coming on video with me? Why is he still coming on video with me after he had poisoned me? Anyways, let me call on the Nigerian Bar Association again. Please share this to them. If you have their tags, please tag them to this. The Nigerian Bar Association. These are people that are supposed to help Nigerians that are being oppressed. And also the Women Rights Organization. The Women Rights Organization. We need your help to help women that are oppressed. This is not for me alone. This is for the whole Nigeria, and this is for women that are oppressed, not just me alone, because we all need justice. So I call on you guys to look into my story and let's have a better country, a country that people will be able to not fall victim for the same thing that someone else has fall victim on. I have fall victim, and I don't want other people to fall victim on this same subject, on this same man, Apostle Johnson Suleiman. So let's not fall victim. And so, like I said, one of the ways I've been able to deal with this, I accept my life the way it is. I accept my life, and I'm grateful to God for it. Whatever you're going through, just try accept your life, accept it, and be grateful, because everybody cannot be the same. Our lives cannot be the same. So accept your life and be grateful for your life, and start your inner work. Start your inner work. It's better when we work from the inside out. You will see your glory shining. I join my faith to those of you who are looking for something from God. I join my faith with you, and I pray that this week you will get good news in the name of Jesus. I also want to thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming up. And if you're watching this later, I want to thank you also. And I cannot do this without you, so thank you very much. Those of you that are supporting me, I see you, and I see that you still have your head on, you have a good head on your neck. So I see you, and I thank you also. Those of you that are not supporting me, I feel bad for you that this man has taken your head, but you are actually one of the people I'm trying to help right now. So go look into the story properly.